From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Good. 180. Check. You're not ready. Pistol. Check. 22 jet bomber. Point it right.
It's just me and you. 44. Mike, 44. Good. Watch the twist.
They'll run on first down. It's Stevenson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And it's 3rd down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
53. Mike, 53.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna General West.
Big edge.
Hard.
Good dash.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check the backer.
Protein spill. Kill. Hey, Sam on.
Turn it up.
2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike, 53. Mike. Time to go, night.
Hey, Steve 6. Snap.
He'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to look deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line.
There. Watch the eye. Blue draw Corkers.
They'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the Browns' 23-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready,
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
I got you, son. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Who that? Bravo. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hey, high 7, get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Auden Tate, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hurry. 44, Mike, 44. Focus, defense, focus.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I follow it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Right there, 56. Yeah. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Mayfield off the play fake. This is the tight end, Njoku. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mayfield on play action. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's caught at the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Lindsey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Run.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Under 10. 10.
One more time with Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Chester Rogers, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now it's blocked, picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Bengals drive about to get going.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
5.
53 to Mike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And some space here. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Don't get nervous. Watch the switch on travel. Hey, echo. Leo. Be careful.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Chopper! Now.
2nd and 4. Flush to his right. Now the ball comes loose, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Regular.
Mike's
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
56, Mike, 56. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Hatchet.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On play action, they'll throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
61, matchbox, lights.
3, check 3.
Shoot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Second and 5. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's third and goal. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Check 4, check
6-6, bullet high. Get it.
Here's Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. On second down, a run with Lindsey. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
But how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down.
Alert! 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 Hey, Zoo!
44, Mike, 44.
First down, Mayfield. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
44, Mike. Check. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On first down, Stevenson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Two jet bombers.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You get blocked, Lee.
2nd and 3. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
18 Gator.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Joe Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down, Browns.
180.
44. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Tighten up, tighten up. No.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44 is the mic, 44 is the mic. Check, check. I play.
Go.
40.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. This time, the extra point up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, Team 6. Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Airing one out for Boyd, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Wahoo!
53's a mark. 53, check.
Now back to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and inches. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
You better bring it. Check 99. Check 99.
80 weapon.
Spawns. No.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Bravo.
2nd and 1. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mayfield now. It's caught. Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Rip left, rip left.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The end result, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56. High 7.
56. Mike 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Throwing. Mayfield. He's able to find Wallace. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mayfield on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 13. Check 13.
On second down now, it's Stevenson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Stevenson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Regular.
Check nickel. Watch twist. Watch that.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Philip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check curls. Kill.
Topper. Smith.
Back to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 30 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Regular. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. 2nd and long. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Got it. 53, Mike.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Foxtrot.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. In your face.
Big Griffin.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Switzer. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to throw. Rodgers brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mayfield to throw. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Let's get out the 44 Mark. Check. Let's go.
Mayfield. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here's Mayfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He's back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Safety creeping.
They'll run it it now out of the gun. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 4 down.
Go.
Mike, 56. Watch the run. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Stevenson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And no, it's no good. Rejected by the crossbar. What a heartbreaking finish. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye.